Hey guys, I'm in Chicago for Christmas. This time last year I was in New York. I had an amazing time, and Chicago is like, just the architecture here, I'm just like, it's not even better. I love Boston and I love New York obviously, but I love Boston, I love Chicago because I just know the architecture here is brilliant, it's beautiful, it's amazing. I have an architecture cruise booked today and I'm really excited for it because like just walking around the city so far, I've fallen in love with it. So hearing about the history and hearing about all that kind of stuff I'm really excited for, and yeah, I wanted to be in, guys. Whoa. Look at this. See, there I am. I know it's a bit of like a tourist trap, people say, but like it's really cool. I'm booked to go on the sky deck later today, and I hope it clears up because right now it's a bit foggy in the air, but we'll see. Look at that. It's so cool in person, oh my gosh. It's like a perfect spot with a reflection of all the buildings around it, and there's an ice skating rink in front of me, so it's a cool reflection, I love it. Christmas decorations here are so pretty, up Michigan Avenue and here the Christmas tree. I'm so happy I came here at Christmas. I love cities at Christmas time, like New York I went last year, and then Chicago I know they decorate really pretty with the lights and the trees and everything, so it's so pretty. I'm ice skating and I'm so scared I'm going to drop my camera. I've only ice skated 3 times in my life, but because I used to rollerblade when I was younger, it's like practically the same thing but on ice, so it's easier to just pick up, but I love doing it. I went last week with one of the kids I au pair for, and I saw this outside. I've never been like proper outside ice skating before because Ireland only has like inside ones at Christmas time, so like look at the view while ice skating, like never done that before. And then you can see from ice skating, and you can see the view of the beam just up there. So you have the beam behind me, and then on the other side have all these buildings. I don't think you can find a more picturesque place to skate. But yeah, so far I can go in a circle, like straight and go around the whole thing without falling. But eventually I would like to be able to do the cool spins and skate backwards. But I'm not challenging myself right now because I'm on a roll, so I'm gonna keep doing that. What's a trip to the city without a trip to the public library? Like, look at these ceilings. And there's like the roof up there is so beautiful. Like the interiors of all these public libraries I've been to are incredible. Like look at the ceiling behind me, and then look at the ceiling. Now that's impressive. I was walking to Millennium Park and I saw this. I didn't even think about going to the library until I passed the building. And the architecture on the outside is incredible. And I was like, if the outside is incredible, then the inside will be incredible. And I wasn't wrong. It's such a beautiful building. All the public libraries I've been to so far have just been interior and exterior have been so beautiful. I got a hat. It's tradition, guys. I can't go to the city or go on my trip without getting a hat from there. I don't have one in this blue color yet, so I left it. I'm being honest, Chicago isn't as cold as I thought it was going to be. I thought it'd be snowing or at least minus temperatures, and from being honest, it's colder in Vancouver right now than it is in Chicago. It's snowing in Vancouver, and when I left it was -3 that day. So I packed for like really, really cold weather, which it is cold, which is not as cold as I thought it was going to be, which is good, I guess. So I just got off the architecture cruise, and it was amazing. I knew it would be amazing, but like it was amazing. I didn't talk like to you guys on the camera while I was on the cruise because it was narrated, and I didn't want to be rude and talk over the lady because no. So I just filmed the buildings that were on the skyline, and it was incredible. She talked a lot about the history, the architects involved, and how the buildings were made and why they were made, and the techniques used. Talked a lot about the history of the Chicago fire and why it's called the Second City and why it's called Wind City and all that kind of stuff. It was really cool. Like, Chicago amazes me, the skyline's beautiful, but it amazes me how many different styles of architecture are here, because most cities kind of have the same style around, but this one you had a lot of European style architecture, a lot of glass ones, but then there's also limestone buildings, red brick buildings, everything like that, but it just did not disappoint. I loved it, so if you're in Chicago, definitely go on the river cruise. I went up with a company called Wendella, and they were amazing. I'm walking along the river walk right now on the way to the next location. This is like a beautiful walk. So I went on this walk last night, and the skylines, the lights of all the skyscrapers were just so beautiful. That's like my favorite thing about these cities I visit, is skyscrapers at night time. It's just so magical to me, and I loved it. I'm at the Sky Deck right now, and they have a museum here showing all the architecture and history of Chicago. It's so cool learning about, like, did the architecture tour, and we were told about history, but now it kind of, they show little models of it, and they show all the materials used and the kind of reason behind it. They show you what the inside of the apartments look like. It's so cute. It's a bit foggy still, but I can see the majority of the buildings, which is cool. Tell my dad would hate this. Looking down. Oh, it's so cool though. I would like the skies to be more clear to see more of the skyline, but either way it was really pretty, and I'm glad I went because the ledge was really cool. I was a bit nervous because who's not nervous standing on grass thousands of feet up in the air? But it was really cool. I loved learning more about the architecture and seeing the kind of the little models of them as well. It was really cool. But right now I'm walking to the United Center to see an NBA game. I'm really excited. I bet a lot of people are like, you're walking to the United Center? Yes I am. First reason, I hate public transport, especially public transport in cities I don't know. And second, I much rather walking around cities. I feel like I get my bearings a lot easier, and I like know where I am, because I kind of map out a route and walk there, and I get a feel for the city a lot more than just hopping on a bus or a train anywhere, and I much rather it. I'm really high up, but I honestly don't care because I can still see the core perfectly and I'm at the same time. And it's really cool. I've never been to an NBA game before, so I'm really excited. My order a large Sprite, forgetting that large here means humongous. That's like equivalent to like an extra large back home. I should order small, no, it would have been equivalent to like a medium. But yeah, whatever. Such a cool atmosphere. Like, I had to do when I saw the tickets available. Like last minute, I saw that the game on, and I was like checking what the tickets event was, and I was like, I have to go. I'll be annoyed at myself if I don't go. I also love, I'm going to go really close up to you because I don't think you can hear me, but I also love coming early to these games so I get to see them all warm up. Because the game starts at 7 and it's 6 o'clock now. But I like all the games I've been to as well, I always go like an hour early so I can see them warm up, because I think that's part of the experience as well. I loved it. It was so much fun. And Chicago was also a plus. The last 5-10 minutes they were neck and neck, and they were shooting baskets back and forth, so it was so intense. But Chicago ended up winning in the end, which is good, but I loved it. But the one thing I didn't love, which I've never had experienced this before, and I'm not sure if this is a thing in a lot of different sports or is it just NBA, but the amount of people that would boo and curse at and shout abuse at the opposite team and at certain players when they're shooting free throws. Like, I don't know about everyone else, but I was raised to never boo, shout abuse at, or curse at anyone, any referee, any player, any team, anything like that. You're respectful to everyone in the game, and to see that carry on going on, I just wasn't a fan of it. Like, I grew up going to rugby games with my dad, and I was always taught to be respectful of my team that I obviously want to win, but also the opposing team. Like when, in rugby games especially, when either your team or even the opposite team were kicking a conversion, the stadium was so quiet that you could hear a pin drop. And that's what I thought every sport was like, and every game was like. And maybe my experience is different, maybe other people's experience will be different in rugby games, but my personal experience in rugby is everyone's respectful of both teams. And literally stadium was, and rugby stadiums are huge, it was silence. When any other team, if any team, your team or the opposing team in their conversion, you could hear a pin drop. And this happened every single time. And in the game today, when the opposing team was shooting their free throw, everyone was booing at them and shouting at them. And even the Jumbotron was encouraging people to get louder. And I just find that so disrespectful. Like, I don't know if it's just me, I don't know if this is a controversial opinion because I never talked to anyone about this, and I never heard anyone talk about it, but I just feel like that's so disrespectful. I feel like also you want your team to win, shouldn't you rely on the team's ability and their skill set to win, rather than trying to distract the opposite team by shouting abuse to them? That's just my opinion. I don't know how everyone else feels about that, but I just didn't like it. It just a carry on. I don't tolerate. I hate it. Anyway, I had to rant about it. I had to talk to someone about it. It annoyed me so much, so rant over. I'm sorry. Apart from that, I had a wonderful day. The game was amazing. I loved it. I'll definitely go to more. I just have to try and get over that ridiculous carry on. But anywho, I hope you enjoyed watching the vlog. I love Chicago, it's amazing, it's beautiful, the architecture is amazing, like I knew it would be, but I just really want to see it in person. And yeah, hope you enjoyed watching, bye!